All right, so this summer, um, are you guys ready to ditch those daydreams and actually like get out there and explore?
I know, right?
This deep dive, we're doing something way cooler than just like scrolling through travel pics.
Yeah,
We're talking about actually being there.
being there.
So we're diving deep into Avangard Group's summer schools.
Oh, I love this.
And, they've got these programs designed specifically for teens ages 13 to 17.
Nice.
So think about this. 8 incredible cities: London, Malta, Toronto, Madrid, Brisbane, Paris, Dublin, and Dubai.
That's amazing.
But before we get totally lost in the wanderlust, let's break it down what makes these programs so special.
Yeah.
They've got this all-inclusive approach.
Oh, nice.
Everything is taken care of, literally from the moment you step off the plane.
So it's like a one-stop shop for an amazing summer abroad.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
It's like having, a travel fairy godmother just taking care of everything.
Yeah, like poof, you're there and everything's set.
And it's a huge relief, I bet, for both the teens and the parents,
Oh, absolutely.
knowing that you've got 24/7 support, that whole safety net.
Especially when you're sending your kid abroad for the first time.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to know they're taken care of.
Okay.
It gives you that peace of mind
Totally.
to know that there's always someone there, if they need help or if something happens.
Yeah, so you can just focus on actually enjoying the experience, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about language learning.
Okay.
Now, I know, 15 hours of classes a week sounds like a lot.
It does sound like a lot.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
Avangard, they don't do those boring, stuffy lectures.
Oh, good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
They've designed these classes to be super engaging, right?
Okay.
You're actually using the language in real life situations.
Real world experience.
Not just stuck in a textbook,
Yeah.
memorizing grammar rules.
Mhm.
So it's like learning by doing,
Yeah, exactly.
which is so much more fun and effective.
way more effective.
Okay, but it's not all about hitting the books.
Of course not.
Avangard also has these seriously cool electives.
I was going to say, what about the fun stuff?
Right.
What are we doing outside of class?
Okay, so get this. You could be training with experienced football coaches in London.
Wow, imagine that.
Right?
Scoring a goal in London?
I know. Or unleash your inner artist.
Yes.
Do some drama workshops in Malta or Essex.
Cool.
And if you're a little bit more business-minded,
Yeah.
there's this Be Your Own Boss course in Madrid and Dubai.
Ooh, very cool.
So, I'm picturing myself scoring that winning goal in London.
I can see it.
But seriously, these electives are you get to pursue your passions.
Yeah.
You connect with other teens who are into the same things
Exactly.
from all over the world,
It's you're learning new skills, but you're also making those international connections, which
Totally.
is so valuable.
So it's a chance to really broaden your horizons.
Yes.
Maybe discover some hidden talents,
Absolutely.
So I think before we get too far ahead of ourselves,
Yeah.
let's dive into what makes each of these destinations so unique.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so first up, London.
Oh, classic.
And come on, it's London.
I know.
You've got those iconic landmarks like Buckingham Palace, Big Ben,
Yes.
bustling markets overflowing with vintage finds and street food.
Oh, the street food.
I know, right?
I'm already hungry.
And it's a chance to really immerse yourself in British culture.
You're walking in the footsteps of royalty and history.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
incredible.
Okay, so next up we've got Malta.
Malta.
If you're dreaming of those sun-drenched beaches and the crystal clear waters,
Okay.
Malta is calling your name.
I'm listening.
But it's so much more than just beaches.
Oh, okay.
This place is steeped in ancient history.
Really?
Roman ruins, medieval fortresses.
Wow.
So you could be exploring those hidden coves, diving into underwater caves,
Oh my God.
or even learning about the Knights of Malta.
That sounds like a movie.
I know, right?
Like an adventure film.
It's like stepping into a real-life adventure novel.
I love it.
Okay, and for a taste of North American city life,
Okay.
we've got Toronto.
Toronto.
It's this multicultural hub with a stunning skyline
Oh, I love Toronto.
and a buzzing art scene.
It's really cool.
So you could be climbing the CN Tower,
Yes.
one of the tallest freestanding structures in the world,
It's so high.
or cruising to Niagara Falls,
Oh my God.
a natural wonder that will leave you speechless.
It's breathtaking.
And don't forget about exploring Toronto's diverse neighborhoods, right?
Yeah.
Each with its own unique charm and flavor.
Yep.
All right, I'm already adding poutine to my must-try list,
Poutine is a must.
but we're just getting started.
Okay, I'm ready.
How about a little Spanish flair?
Oh, I love Spain.
Madrid.
Madrid is amazing.
This city just pulsates with energy.
It does.
You could be learning to dance flamenco,
Yes.
indulging in delicious tapas,
The food is incredible.
or exploring historic palaces like the Royal Palace of Madrid.
Ooh, that sounds beautiful.
It's a feast for the senses and like a true celebration of Spanish culture.
I can't wait to go back.
Okay, so if you're looking for like laid-back vibes
Okay.
and like incredible wildlife,
Right.
Brisbane is the place to be.
Lisbon.
Think about like cuddling koalas
Oh my goodness.
at the Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary,
That's on my bucket list.
exploring like lush rainforests or soaking up the sun on Australia's famous beaches.
It's so diverse.
I know, right?
You've got the city, you've got nature.
Brisbane offers a taste of that like adventurous Aussie spirit,
Yes.
but with like a relaxed, friendly atmosphere.
Here's Australia for you.
I know.
They're so welcoming.
Okay, but how can we forget about Paris?
Pear,
The city of lights.
the city of love.
I know, right?
And croissant.
Imagine, like, strolling along the Champs-Élysées,
Yes.
taking in the iconic Eiffel Tower,
It's so beautiful.
exploring those world-renowned museums.
Oh, yeah, like the Louvre.
Yeah, the Louvre, home to, like, masterpieces like the Mona Lisa.
It's incredible.
This is a city that just oozes romance, history,
Yes.
artistic inspiration.
You can feel it in the air.
I know. I can practically smell the freshly baked croissants.
I know, me too.
Okay, but we can't leave out Dublin
Dublin.
with its friendly locals.
They are so friendly.
I know. Lively pub scene, breathtaking landscapes.
Oh, the landscapes are amazing.
You could be exploring Trinity College,
Yeah.
home of the iconic Book of Kells,
So much history.
or hiking through the Wicklow Mountains,
Oh, wow.
taking in like breathtaking views.
That sounds incredible.
And no trip to Dublin is complete without like experiencing traditional Irish music
Oh, of course.
in a cozy pub.
Yes.
It's a city where like history and folklore just come alive.
I love that.
Okay, now I'm craving a pint of Guinness.
Me too.
Okay, last but definitely not least, we've got Dubai.
Dubai.
This is like a futuristic metropolis.
It's like something out of a movie.
I know, right?
All those skyscrapers.
It will blow your mind.
It's amazing.
You could be marveling at the Burj Khalifa.
The tallest building in the
After all,
world.
the tallest building in the world.
It's mind-blowing.
Or exploring traditional souks
Ooh, yes.
filled with like exotic spices, perfumes.
The smells must be incredible, like
Oh.
a sensory overload.
Dubai is like a city of contrasts,
It is.
blending modern architecture with like Arabian heritage.
A glimpse into the future,
Yeah.
but also like honoring the past.
I know. It's like offering a glimpse into the future, but also like with a nod to the past.
It's a really fascinating place.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
But before we get too carried away with like exploring these incredible cities,
Yeah.
let's shift gears a little bit and talk about the nitty-gritty
Okay.
of the Avangard experience.
The details.
You're right. It's not just about the destination. It's about the whole experience, right?
Exactly.
And Avangard has truly thought of everything
They have.
to make this summer unforgettable.
It sounds like it. So let's dive into those daily excursions. Like, what are we actually doing in these cities?
Okay, yeah, let's get specific.
So imagine you're in Malta, right?
Okay.
You could be exploring Valletta,
Mhm.
which is this ancient city, like a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Wow.
Or how about like a boat trip to the Blue Grotto,
Okay.
which is like this series of sea caves, and they're famous for their like dazzling blue water.
That sounds incredible.
And of course, no trip to Malta would be complete without some beach time.
Of course.
Right. Like swimming in those crystal clear waters, soaking up the Mediterranean sun.
Sign me up for Malta. But what about the other destinations?
Okay, so in London,
Yeah.
think about like touring historical sites, Buckingham Palace, the Tower of London.
Classic.
Or maybe you're like catching a show in the West End Theatre District.
Oh, I love theater.
And for a taste of like true British culture.
Okay, yeah.
How about afternoon tea or a visit to a traditional pub?
That sounds so quintessentially British.
It is.
But I have to ask, with all this exploring, do students even have time to, like, chill
Yeah.
relax, hang out with their new friends.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Avangard knows that like downtime is important, right?
Yeah.
It's not just go, go, go.
Yep.
So they've got evening activities planned, like movie nights, sports competitions, karaoke.
Karaoke. Okay.
It's all about creating like a fun social environment
Right.
where you can connect with those other teens from all over the world.
It's like the ultimate summer camp,
Yes.
but with a global twist.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sold on the activities, but what about accommodation?
Okay.
Where will students be staying?
All right. So they've got a few different options
Okay.
to suit different preferences. So first up, there are homestays
Okay.
where you'd live with a local family,
Yeah.
experiencing their culture firsthand.
That sounds pretty immersive.
It is. And you'd be practicing your language skills in a real world setting.
Right, right.
Yeah.
But what if you're like looking for a more independent experience?
Okay, well, in some locations, they have university dorm options.
Dorm life.
Yeah, so you get like a taste of campus life, you meet other international students,
Right.
and you have a little bit more freedom,
Yeah, that makes sense.
to explore on your own.
And if you're craving like a bit more comfort, privacy.
Well, they also offer hotel or motel accommodations
Okay.
in select locations, so you can have like a more independent, maybe even like a little bit more luxurious experience.
So there's an option for everyone.
Yeah.
No matter your style or budget, right?
Exactly.
But let's be real. One of the most important things about any trip is the food.
Oh, absolutely. The food.
So what kind of like culinary adventures await avant-garde students?
So food is like a huge part of any culture, right?
Yeah.
And Avangard makes sure that you get to experience the best of it.
Okay, good.
So they provide 3 delicious and nutritious meals per day.
3 meals a day.
3 meals a day.
Okay.
With plenty of opportunities to try local dishes.
Hold on. Are we talking fish and chips in London? Paella in Madrid? Poutine in Toronto?
Yes, to all of that.
Okay, my taste buds are tingling already.
Think of it as like a culinary journey
Oh, I love them.
alongside your language and cultural immersion.
Okay, so we've got incredible destinations, immersive learning experiences, fun activities, delicious food,
Don't forget comfy accommodation.
comfy accommodation, yes. But what about safety?
Okay.
I know that's a big concern for both like students and parents.
Absolutely, you're right. Safety is paramount.
Yeah.
And Avangard takes it very seriously.
Okay, good.
They have a team of like trained staff members who are available 247 to support students.
847. Okay, that's reassuring.
Yeah, and they ensure their well-being. And remember those airport transfers we mentioned?
Yeah.
No need to like navigate unfamiliar public transportation systems on your own.
Right.
Avangard takes care of getting you safely from the airport to your accommodation.
Okay, good.
And they even provide like local transportation passes.
Oh, nice.
So you can easily explore your surroundings.
It's those little details that make such a big difference. It
do.
really takes the stress out of traveling.
Yeah.
So students can focus on having fun, soaking up the experience.
Exactly. And speaking of soaking up the experience,
Okay.
let's dive back into those destinations.
Yes, let's do it.
And like explore some of the unique cultural highlights.
Okay, I'm ready for a virtual tour.
Okay.
Let's imagine ourselves walking those streets, trying those new foods,
Yes.
making those memories.
Okay, so let's start with London again.
Okay, back to London.
Imagine you're standing in front of Buckingham Palace watching the changing of the guard,
Oh, yeah.
like a truly iconic British tradition,
Okay,
or you're on the London Eye,
the London Eye, yes.
getting a panoramic view of the entire city.
I can practically hear the Big Ben chimes.
Right. And what about the museums?
Oh, yeah. London is famous for its museums.
World-class museum.
World class.
So you've got the British Museum,
Okay,
home to ancient artifacts from around the world.
cool.
The Tate Modern, showcasing contemporary art.
I love contemporary art.
And of course, you can't forget about the Natural History Museum.
Oh, the dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, yeah.
Okay, I'm adding a museum day to my London itinerary.
Mm,
But now, let's transport ourselves
okay.
to the sun-drenched island of Malta.
Malta.
What cultural gems are waiting for us there?
Well, Malta is like a melting pot of cultures, influenced by its history, as like a strategic Mediterranean crossroads.
Oh, wow.
So you could be exploring that ancient walled city of Valletta,
Yeah.
which is another UNESCO World Heritage Site,
Okay.
with its like stunning Baroque architecture
Beautiful.
and charming narrow streets.
I bet the food scene is incredible, too.
Oh, it is.
All that fresh seafood, those Mediterranean flavors.
Imagine yourself enjoying like a delicious seafood platter
Okay, yes.
overlooking the harbor, or indulging in pastizzi.
Pastizzi, what's that?
It's like a savory pastry.
Okay,
That's a Maltese specialty.
got it.
And don't forget about those Maltese wines.
Oh, right, the wine.
Perfect for like a relaxing evening after a day of exploring.
Okay, I'm craving some sunshine and Mediterranean vibes.
Me too.
But let's not forget about Toronto,
Toronto.
that city that's both modern and multicultural.
Yeah, Toronto's diversity is like one of its greatest strengths.
Okay.
So you could be exploring Chinatown,
Uh-huh.
Little Italy.
Greek town, experiencing all these different cultures and cuisines within, like, a single city.
It's like traveling the world
You know,
without even leaving Toronto. But what about those like iconic Canadian experiences?
okay, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking maple syrup,
Okay,
hockey,
okay.
maybe even a glimpse of a moose.
Well, you're in luck.
Okay.
Toronto has it all.
Really?
You could catch a Toronto Maple Leafs hockey game,
Oh, fun.
visit the Hockey Hall of Fame,
Okay.
or even try some maple taffy.
Maple taffy. I've never had that.
It's delicious. It's like a sweet treat made from pure maple syrup.
Okay, that's going on the list.
And if you're feeling really adventurous, you could take a day trip to Algonquin Provincial Park,
Okay.
where you might just spot a moose or a black bear.
Whoa, okay. I'm adding a hockey jersey to my packing list.
Good idea.
But now let's shift gears to Madrid,
Madrid, okay.
a city that just oozes like Spanish passion and history.
Madrid is a city that truly comes alive at night.
Okay, tell me more. So imagine yourself enjoying like a tapas crawl,
Tapas crawl, fun.
sampling all these delicious small plates,
Okay,
soaking up that lively atmosphere.
sounds fun.
Or how about catching a flamenco show?
Ooh, flamenco.
Experiencing the like raw emotion
Oh, yeah.
and the energy of this traditional Spanish dance.
I love it. And let's not forget about those magnificent palaces.
You're right.
Right.
The Royal Palace of Madrid is a must-see
Okay.
with its opulent interiors, stunning art collection.
Beautiful.
And if you're into history, you could visit El Escorial,
Okay.
which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site
Wow.
that served as a royal monastery, a palace, and a mausoleum.
That's a lot of history in one place.
Mm.
Madrid sounds like a feast for the senses.
It is.
But now, let's jump over to Brisbane,
Okay, Brisbane.
that city that combines, like, laid-back Aussie charm
Yes.
with incredible wildlife encounters.
Brisbane's a great base for exploring Queensland's natural wonders.
Oh, okay.
So you could take a day trip to the Great Barrier Reef,
The Great Barrier Reef.
one of the most incredible natural wonders on Earth.
On Earth, yeah.
Or visit the Daintree Rainforest,
Okay.
the oldest rainforest in the world.
Wow. Okay. And, of course, no trip to Australia would be complete without cuddling a koala.
You got it.
Right.
The Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary
Okay.
is a must visit, where you can get up close and personal
Oh, that sounds adorable.
with those adorable creatures.
Yeah.
And if you're feeling adventurous, you can try surfing.
Surfing.
Surfing, yeah.
Okay, I'm picturing myself riding the waves with a koala by my side.
That's the dream. All right, now let's transport ourselves to Paris,
Paris.
the city of lights.
The city of love, lights, and croissants.
Yes, all of the above. Paris is a city that truly captures the imagination.
It does. It does.
So imagine yourself like strolling along the Seine River,
Okay. Yeah.
taking in those iconic sights like the Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame Cathedral.
Beautiful.
Or how about enjoying like a picnic lunch
Okay.
in the Tuileries Garden, surrounded by beautiful sculptures and fountains?
Oh, that sounds so peaceful.
It is.
And of course, no trip to Paris would be complete without a visit to the Louvre.
The Louvre, yes.
Home to masterpieces, the Mona Lisa,
The
Venus
best.
de
The
Milo.
Louvre is like a treasure trove of art and history.
Okay.
You could spend days exploring its vast collection.
Yeah, it's huge.
And don't forget about those charming Parisian cafes.
Oh, the cafes.
Perfect for people watching, enjoying a cup of coffee and a pastry.
I'm already dreaming of macarons and pain au chocolat.
Me too.
But now, let's hop over to Dublin.
Dublin, okay.
A city with, like, a rich history, a vibrant pub scene, and stunning natural beauty.
Dublin is a city that's both like charming and lively.
Yeah.
You could be exploring Trinity College,
Okay.
home to the iconic Book of Kells,
Yeah.
or visiting Dublin Castle,
Dublin Castle.
a historic landmark, dates back to the 13th century.
Wow. 13th century.
And of course, no trip to Dublin is complete without experiencing the city's like famous pub culture.
I can imagine myself listening to traditional Irish music in a cozy pub surrounded by friendly locals.
You got it. Dublin's pubs are a great place to experience the city's warm hospitality
Okay.
and lively atmosphere. And if you're looking for some fresh air, you could take a day trip to the Wicklow Mountains.
The Wicklow Mountains.
Just south of Dublin. They're rolling hills, lush valleys, stunning views.
Dublin sounds like the perfect blend of history, culture, and natural beauty.
It is.
But now let's fast forward to Dubai,
Okay, Dubai.
a city that pushes the boundaries of modern architecture and innovation.
Dubai is constantly evolving, pushing the limits.
Okay.
You could visit the Burj Khalifa,
The tallest building in the world.
the tallest building in the world, or you could be exploring the Dubai Mall,
The Dubai Mall. Okay.
one of the largest shopping malls in the world.
Wow.
It has its own aquarium,
Oh, wow.
an ice rink, and even an indoor ski slope.
Indoor ski.
Indoor ski slope.
Dubai sounds like a city from the future.
It really does. And let's not forget about those traditional souks,
Yeah, the souks.
where you can find everything from spices and perfumes to textiles and gold.
Right.
Dubai is this city of contrasts,
It is.
where you can experience both the ultra-modern and the ancient traditions of the Middle East.
Wow, we've taken a whirlwind tour
We have.
of some truly incredible destinations.
Yeah.
But as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I want to go back to something you mentioned earlier,
Okay, what's that?
safety and support.
Oh, right.
Can you elaborate a little bit more on those measures that Avangard has in place
Yeah.
to ensure that students have a safe and worry-free experience?
Absolutely. So remember, these programs are designed for teens, right?
Yeah.
And Avangard understands the importance of providing a secure and supportive environment.
Right, of course.
So they have this dedicated team of staff members who are available 204/7 to assist students with anything they need.
204/7. Okay, that's good to know. But
Yeah.
can you give us some specific examples of the support they provide?
Sure. First and foremost, all staff members undergo rigorous background checks.
Okay, that makes sense.
They receive comprehensive training in child protection and safety protocols.
Okay.
They're also trained to handle any emergencies that might arise,
Right.
from minor health issues to more serious situations.
So it's like having a built-in safety net,
Yeah, exactly.
knowing that help is always just a phone call away.
Exactly. And they also have strict supervision policies in place
Okay.
for all activities,
Yeah.
ensuring that students are always accounted for and in safe hands.
That's definitely reassuring for parents, especially if their kid is traveling abroad for the first time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And Avangard also maintains close communication with parents throughout the program,
Right.
providing regular updates,
Good.
addressing any concerns they might have.
That open communication is key, I think.
It is.
But what about the students themselves?
Oh, okay.
How does Avangard ensure that, they feel comfortable,
Yeah.
supported in a new environment?
Well, they have a dedicated orientation program
Okay.
at the beginning of each program
Oh.
where students get to know their fellow participants,
Okay.
staff members,
Uh-huh.
and the local area.
That's a great way to break the ice.
It is.
Create a sense of community.
Exactly. They also organize regular group meetings, social activities
Okay.
to foster a sense of belonging and encourage interaction among students.
Yeah, that's good.
And if any student is feeling homesick
Right.
or struggling to adjust,
Yeah.
there are always staff members available to provide support and guidance.
It's like having a built-in support system,
It is.
a home away from home.
Exactly. Avangard understands that this is a big step for many teens.
Yeah, for sure.
And they go above and beyond to ensure they feel safe, comfortable, and confident throughout their experience.
That's impressive. It seems like Avangard has truly thought of everything
They have.
to create a safe, supportive, and enriching experience for their students.
They have.
But I'm curious about the language classes.
Oh.
We talked about them earlier.
Yeah.
How do they ensure that, students are actually learning and progressing?
Okay, so their language classes are designed to be engaging, interactive,
Okay.
and tailored to different learning styles.
Okay, that makes sense.
They use a communicative approach,
Okay.
focusing on real-life language skills
Right.
that students can use in everyday situations.
So it's not just about memorizing grammar rules.
Right, exactly.
It's about actually being able to communicate
Yeah,
in the target language.
exactly. They use a variety of teaching methods,
Okay.
including role-playing, games, group discussions,
Okay.
to make learning fun and effective.
I bet that makes a huge difference in keeping students motivated and engaged.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
And they also have like experienced and qualified teachers
Okay,
who are passionate about language learning
right.
and dedicated to helping students succeed.
That's great to hear. But how do they assess students' progress?
Okay.
Do they have like exams or tests?
So they do have regular assessments to track students' progress,
Okay.
but they're not your typical like high-pressure exams.
Okay, good.
They use a variety of assessment methods,
Okay.
including oral presentations, group projects, informal conversations,
Okay.
to gauge like students' understanding and fluency.
That sounds like a much more holistic approach to assessment,
It is.
focusing on real-world communication skills rather than just like rote memorization.
Exactly. They want students to like feel confident and comfortable using the language,
Right.
not stressed out about exams.
That's a great philosophy. Well, it seems like Avangard has truly gone above and beyond to create a program that's not only fun and exciting,
Yeah.
but also safe, supportive, and educationally enriching.
Absolutely.
They've really thought of everything
Yeah.
to make this a truly unforgettable summer experience for their students.
Yeah.
Well, I'm officially convinced.
Good.
But before we get too carried away with packing our bags, let's take a step back
Okay.
and talk about the bigger picture.
Okay.
What kind of impact can like a summer abroad program like this have on a young person's life?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
A summer abroad program can be like a truly transformative experience,
Right.
offering opportunities for personal growth,
Yeah.
cultural immersion, and expanded horizons.
I imagine it can be a real confidence booster,
Oh, yeah.
especially for those who might be like shy or hesitant to like step outside their comfort zone.
Absolutely. So traveling to a new country, immersing yourself in a different culture,
Yeah.
communicating in a foreign language,
Uh-huh.
it can really push you outside your comfort zone
It can.
and help you develop like valuable life skills,
Okay.
like independence,
Right.
adaptability, and problem solving.
It's like a crash course in personal growth,
It is.
all wrapped up in a fun, exciting adventure.
Exactly. And let's not forget about like the cultural immersion aspect,
Okay. Yeah.
living in a different country,
Yeah.
interacting with locals, experiencing their customs and traditions firsthand. That can broaden your perspective,
Yeah.
foster a deeper understanding and appreciation of other cultures.
It's like opening a window to the world
It is.
and realizing how much more is out there,
Exactly.
beyond our own little bubble.
And this kind of like cultural awareness
Yeah,
is more important than ever in today's interconnected world.
for sure, for sure. And of course, there's the language learning component.
Right.
Becoming fluent in another language can open up so many doors,
Absolutely.
both personally and professionally.
It can enhance your communication skills,
Yeah.
boost your cognitive abilities.
Make you more marketable in a globalized job market.
Right.
Plus, it can make future travel experiences even more enriching and rewarding.
So it's not just about having fun in the sun.
It's not.
It's about investing in your future self.
Exactly. A summer abroad program like this can have a lasting impact on your personal growth, your cultural awareness, and your future opportunities.
Wow. It's amazing to think about the transformative power of such an experience.
It is.
But before we wrap up this part of our deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to bring it back to our listeners.
Okay.
What advice would you give to a teen
Yeah.
who's considering a summer abroad program,
Uh-huh.
but might be feeling nervous, unsure about taking the leap?
I would say embrace the unknown
Okay.
and don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone.
Right.
This is a chance to challenge yourself,
Uh-huh.
discover new passions,
Yeah.
and create memories that will last a lifetime.
That's great advice. And remember, you're not alone in this journey.
You're not. Avangard has a dedicated team of staff members who are there to support you every step of the way.
Absolutely. They've got your back.
Yeah.
From the moment you step off the plane to the day you return home.
So what are you waiting for?
Great.
It's time to trade those textbooks for plane tickets
Yes.
and embark on the adventure of a lifetime.
The world is waiting to be explored.
It is.
And Avangard is the perfect guide to lead the way.
Okay, so we've explored these amazing destinations, talked about all the support Avangard offers, but let's get back to those language classes.
Yeah, let's dive into that.
15 hours a week sounds like, a lot, but you said they focus on real-world stuff, right?
Exactly. It's all about communication.
So give us a sneak peek. What's a typical class like?
All right, picture this. You walk into this bright, modern classroom, students from all over the world,
Sounds fun already.
Right.
Mhm.
And the teacher might do a quick review, but then it's straight into activities.
Okay, so no boring grammar drills.
No, no, no. You might be working in small groups, like practicing how to order food in a restaurant,
Right, successful.
or asking for directions, maybe even role-playing a conversation at a market.
Haggling over prices.
Exactly. Using all those new words you've learned.
That's way more fun than just worksheets.
Right. And the classes are small, so you get lots of chances to actually speak, get feedback from the teacher.
So it's like a personal language tutor, but you're also making friends from different cultures.
Exactly. Plus, they incorporate cultural activities too, like watching a film in the language or learning to cook a traditional dish.
Oh, wow. So it's like bringing the language to life.
Exactly. And those electives we talked about, they're not just for fun, you know?
Right.
It's a chance to practice the language in real settings, like you're really using it.
So you could be explaining a football play in English with your team in London.
Yes. Or pitching a business idea in Spanish in Madrid.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Okay, but before we wrap up, remember that question about imagining yourself at the end of the summer?
Oh, yes, on that rooftop, looking out at the city.
Exactly. We've talked about so much, but it all comes down to how this experience changes you.
Right, so imagine this. You're standing there, looking at this city you've been living in. You've learned new phrases, tried new foods, figured out how to get around.
You probably had some funny moments too, right? Like getting lost, maybe ordering the wrong thing.
Oh, definitely. But you've learned from it all. You've become more independent.
So you're looking out at the horizon, feeling confident, like you've really achieved something.
Exactly. You've pushed yourself, tried new things, and discovered things about yourself you didn't know.
And then you go home with all these memories, new friends, new skills that will stay with you.
It's more than just a vacation. It's like an investment in who you are, who you want to be.
It's the magic of those Avangard summer schools.
It really is.
So if you're listening, even thinking about a summer abroad, take that chance.
Dive into the adventure. The world is waiting.
Who knows what you'll discover? And that's a wrap for our deep dive into Avangard summer schools.
We hope we've inspired you to explore, learn, and dive deep into your own adventures.
Until next time.